Alright. So. Alright, what's up, boys? How we doing? How we doing tonight? So I got good news. We're getting some cool emotes. Due to facial expressions and stuff. But like the real emotes are gonna replace those when I can find a Canadian artist. But we downshifted the current emotes to follower emotes. And we're gonna get 5 commissioned emotes for, I don't know, I guess my like five things I normally say and or do during a cast. On va avoir au niveau de cela, on va avoir au niveau de cela, on va avoir where's the damage, et a few others. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys will be with me as we have said fun. So yeah, look forward to that, and the more subs we get, the more points we'll be unlocking. Let me just put some shorts on real quick. I don't want to flashbang people. So, I am wearing boxer briefs, so it's not an issue. But yeah, so we have the lobby set up, we have the draft link set up, so everything's good. So we're just waiting for people to hop in, and we're gonna have fun tonight. I'm let's see. What are VCM players? Wow. Honestly, the Mario Kart World soundtrack is really good. I don't know, sometimes my Switch is just on. I'm working on stuff in the background, and like I just let the soundtrack go on the main menu. Alright. So still deciding on site selection, so that's why we haven't really changed the perspective. Let me just get my phone real quick. Before someone complains that I didn't make my bed. Hey, just for you. Is that okay? I hope so. Because I ain't getting any better than that. Jesus Christ. Yann Gavestion. Hey yo, des Timbits, j'en veux là, partage. Y'en a-tu assez pour le groupe? Oh, did I not get the good game 1 drive? Alright. Moi, je suis toujours back comme mon boy Nute là. I'm a Nute fanboy là, je m'en fous de Baus. Baus, il joue genre des cringe champions comme Sion, Yorick, la marde comme ça. No one wants to watch that. People want to see like Gwen, Ambessa, Jay, Solaf. On sait. On sait ce qu'on aime. Et on aime ce qu'on aime! Alright, well, we're getting the players filled out. Looks like we have the VCM on red here for game 1. Alright, so what are you guys up to? Me, tomorrow, I'm headed into town. I'm headed back to my hometown. To my grandma's, we're getting her ashes, and there's gonna have like the on va faire l'enterrement. So that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing tomorrow. But I'm also like So I'm going down tomorrow to Three Rivers, and I'm coming back the same day. So basically, I'm spending the entire day in the car. And, it's fun. Alright, looks like we have the draft ready, so it's time to swap to that draft cam, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you enjoy the Fire Emblem music as we get ready for game number 1. This is Hard Fearless. It's a best of 5, so we're in for the long run. I've got my trusty water bottle. I've got my trusty water bottle that is nice and cold. There's no E-sub, so we get actual bans. Can we push it to 5 games? Let's find out. Because Hold Me Back, which is most of this current roster for the VCM, had a little bit of trouble playing against Apex Bombardino yesterday. So, University of Laval starting off with a solid rel ban. Zyra going to be banned away here from Laval. Oh, already starting to hit Nute's champion pool. The Camille we saw to not the biggest levels of success. But and Nefiri taken away here from Tizan. The Gwen is a contested pick. For both these top laners. So Nute doesn't want to give up one of his best champions super early on. So the Pantheon, very solid jungler right now. Will we see this in Zao? To answer, ooh, okay, we're flickering between mid laners here for Sunken Rain. And it's going to be the Ahri Vi combo. We've seen Tazan's Vi, and it is very nasty. So now can Sunken Rain bring the pain train to the game? Let's find out. We go from Fire Emblem, Together We Ride, to DK Isle. Man, this playlist is like the most base shit we've ever heard. I wish I could play LCS music for you guys, but unfortunately all League songs are copy claimed and copy striked or whatever, so unless I want half the VOD to be muted, yeah, which kind of sucks for the YouTube frogs, I gotta adapt. So hopefully you guys don't mind my childhood nostalgia for music. The Varus gonna be locked in here for University of Laval, so still picking up a very strong AD carry. The only AD carry other than Kog'Maw highlighted in this draft so far. So the Talia, very good pick in the Vi Ahri, and makes the lovely Spartan Rocks combo in the mid jungle duo for that level 6 play. So we'll have to see if the scaling aspects here from U Laval are going to be enough, because right now solid fundamentals from okay. I was going to be like, what the hell was picked? As the Ambessa, when you have a Vi, I mean, Ambessa into Talia kind of sucks, at least top lane wise, but I mean, we wanted Nute to be able to get a good champion on his hands, because he is often the target focus for bans. So we're going to take the Nico away from the Varus lane. Very, very dangerous lane. Also just super good engaged. Follows up great with the Talia and the Pantheon. We're going to take Rakan away. Here on the side of U Laval. Just a solid engaged jungler. Not the funnest champion to play into Talia, but one of the champions that doesn't mind it too much. Silas going to be banned away, which is very interesting. Maybe it's a U Laval support special. But there are some really good ults support-wise. Unless that Pantheon is a flex. but then that would be a little confusing. The Alistar locked in. VCM already had the Rel band against them, so they're just going to take the Rel counter pick away. Alistar, really good into champions like Pantheon, and really good into Varus. Percent health damage, it does get reduced by the usefulness of damage reduction, so because it is not true damage. So there's one way Alistar is able to soak the Chains of Corruption, Max Piercing Shot, Blight Mark combo. The Poppy picked here. We are really going anti-dash friendly here on the side of University of Laval. I wouldn't be surprised to see this Poppy here in the top lane, as it's a really good match into the Ambessa and can naturally scale up alongside her. Poppy has really, really high base damages for some reason, and she does percent damage when she smacks you into a wall. Lord knows they were not thinking when they were developing this champion. Okay, that's a little bit interesting, because now we have the Jax. So this is Poppy's support, Jax top. So the Jax into the Ambessa matchup is a skill-based matchup. Doesn't get any easier for the Ambessa, but if the Jax misplays the early, the Ambessa can start using the enhanced range. Oh, Jax is Xin. Wait, what? Okay, so Jax is Xin Zhao. And here, as AD carry of choice for the VCM. Alright, so it looks like the Jax is Xin Zhao. And we got Smolder Alistar bot lane. Smolder at the Varus. Varus is the traditional counter pick into Smolder, just because Lethality Varus does a lot of damage, really outbullies him, and on hit Varus just outtrades Smolder for the majority. Outtrades Smolder for a good part of the game. So, as always, boys, if you want predictions, type 1 in the chat. We need some ones in the chat if you want some pretty wetties. Also, a fun way, if you like supporting this stream, there are many ways to do so. You could follow and subscribe on Twitch. Gift subbing is still discounted, so if you're feeling rich, you can have a lot of fun with that. Is that oh, okay, it's Pantheon top because it's in Zhao jungle. Okay. Forget I said anything. Pantheon into Ambessa. A great early bully, but can fall behind if Ambessa takes the lead, because the Aegis Assault, Ambessa can just walk around it and keep smacking his ass, and that's gonna be enough. So we'll see if Lord Jungle is able to manhandle Nute, who's been seen very productive on his carry picks early on. So, the only downside I'm seeing is the only magic damage here in the game for University of Laval FengHuang is this Talia. So if Ambessa and Vi, you know, they get plated steel caps, they end up getting maybe like a Death's Dance each with Hysterics, and Talia doesn't go like the double burn, it might be a little hard to kill this front line, because there's also an Alistar. And Smolder, in the meantime, you know, Ambessa, Vi, sure, Poppy kind of walls off and blocks a lot of the annoying stuff. Smolder's gonna have some room to free fire unless Lord Jungle and Too Good are able to find some angles, because this Smolder's got a lot of peel. Alistar, Ambessa, Ari, and the knockups from Vi, because Vi is unstoppable during her ult. So unless you chain the Keeper's Verdict properly, you won't be able to create the infinite the infinite smackdown. Essentially what that means is if Vi is channeling her ult and you knock her back before the target lands, she'll stay in her ult animation for a long time. So essentially rendering her pretty useless in a team fight. We've seen it happen like once or twice worldwide in competitive. It's a very hard skill shot to land. Other than that, exclamation point lurk. If you feel like lurking in the chat, you don't have to type it. It's optional. Exclamation point social, Twitter, anime girls, and I guess my opinions on Twitter, on posts I find or whatever, right? YouTube, we're working on 1,000 subs and videos every day. And then there's Discord if you want to learn more about my personal updates and stuff. So other than that, let's have a jolly good time. We've got a best of 5 starting in the next 3 minutes. How many poor people are we going to find today? Or is everyone just got that Jeff Bezos OnlyFan Euler money? That's the real question. Also, make sure you grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and go take a little washroom break during these 3 minutes. You don't want to miss out on anything. I'm going to throw up some lightning speed preds for the people that are interested. I know we didn't get any votes, but let's do 30 seconds. UL and is going to be 1, and VCM is going to be 2. Alright, there you go. So you got Preds in the chat. You got 30 seconds to vote while we're in the spec delay if you feel like voting. You can buy yourself a cast from the Fallen Sanctum for 1,500 Sanctum bucks. So, yeah. If there's no one voting for predictions, we'll just let it go for the rest of the night until there's like chat activity. Alright. There you go. Alrighty. So we got our monkey smash. We got about 90 seconds before we get in game. I got my water. I'm excited for a nice fun cast. You know, I haven't stood up all day, so let's get on with a standing cast, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! But honestly, ever since I changed my diet up and we've been doing regular back exercises, the knot in my back's been feeling a lot better. Honestly, feel a lot healthier, and I can feel myself slowly, you know, losing weight. So that's like really cool. Inshallah, hopefully it'll lead to something cool, but at the end of the day, if it doesn't, then it is perfectly fine. Switch to the in-game overlay, just so we don't have to worry about it. Actually, let's just mute the music right now. Boom, bam, beam. There we go. Got about 15 seconds before we get into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you are back from your little bathroom break if you had to take one, and sit down in your seats to get ready for that awesome action that I'm about to serve up. We got 2 competitive level drafts. The Pantheon top, a little bit interesting, but other than that, everything else is a professional champion caliber anime titty jump scare. Woo! And here we go. What sexy skins do we have in game number 1 of this best of 5? We've got ourselves Myrmidon Pantheon, Marauders Zinzal, Pool Party Talia, High Noon Varus, Poor Poppy, Poor Ambessa, Demon Vice, Stargardian Ari, Poor Smolder, and Hextech Alistar. We've got an average of 4 poor people, but still the rich people don't have to pay taxes because there's not that many poor people in the game. Alright, so it looks like Jungle Top and Support went to go take a bathroom break. If this camera angle is not good enough for you guys, please just do let me know and we'll get some more Zoomas. Oh man, I need a coaster. Give me a second, I'm gonna get a coaster. Look at the adorable anime girl coaster I have. This Ilya from Fake Khalid. Hopefully it should stop all the water doing that drippy drop. Alright, 1 second. Fun fact, if you're in Quebec or whatever, there's 50% off the poutine at Jacques Lecoq for La Saint-Jean next week on Tuesday. So if you buy the 3-piece tender meal, I'm hooking up the homies because I'm a broski. Alright, here we go. Post it on Facebook. Put the phone down, getting ready. Looks like we got a 5-man rush mid at, got the slight delay. We got ourselves, though, interestingly enough, we only have 3 teleports. Looks like Lord Jungle decided to not take teleport. Took Ignite to trying to really get some cheesy early value here. And now Tizan might be in a little bit of trouble. Pantheon level 1 is a very strong champion. And Leo's going to jump into the Audacious Charge. We're going to get the Flash knock-up. And, yeah, that's Tizan getting punished for just not putting a ward over the wall. But it should be expected. We have invasive wards placed at the Raptor Pit. And Lord Jungle getting first blood without having to spend any extra summoners is pretty good. Had he not bought a health potion, he would have had an extra long sword, which could have been good. But hey. Looks like Zinzao is staying on the red side here, at the red side camp for his jungler. Ferg has noticed that something feels odd and is going to place a ward at his chickens. And here we go. The laning phase starts. Poppy without flash, no hex flash either. Definitely going to make that laning phase a little bit harder here. And here we can see the Pantheon already playing super aggressively, trying to zone Nute off the wave. But Nute does have the grass, so eventually can have a little bit of sustain. That Mortal Will is a very strong passive, empowering all of Pantheon's basic abilities. And yeah, Lord Jungle just looking to isolate Nute away from experience, trying to buy as much pressure as he can as the matchup doesn't get favorably better later into the stages of the game. So level 2 now on the Pantheon and the Ambessa. The super stun that comes with 3 basic attacks is super easy to stock the to stack up your Conqueror. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now he does an auto. He has 12 stacks. And now he's got the super Q, but it's gonna miss. The Wind Becomes Lightning from Leo here. Not gonna land. And as for bot lane, Sunken Rain and Campo seem to just be doing some bango chalangos. But I thought it would be a much more aggressive laning phase here for Too Good and Swap, because Poppy burnt her flash super early for that first blood on Tizan. And there's no hex flash. There's no there's no real way to get aggressive. Okay, and Campo, honestly, with the Alistair sustain, is just making it so that this on hit Varus, the poke he lands, if any, just doesn't really stick. That's a little bit of an XP advantage here for the bot lane. We got the knock up into the smash, but now yeah, you see the sustain come through, and when the Hail of Arrows is on cooldown, Campo might be in a bit of trouble. The heal comes through, and Campo, Sunken Rain has the flap flap flap, but Alistair does have to be a little bit careful. Ooh. Ooh, that is a 2-for-0 trade, and now Tizan's gonna be found here by Leo. Things just not working out, and now Lord Jungle can maybe find a kill attempt, but it's a really big wave. Gets the level 4. Nute gonna live for now, but the ignite down here. Oh, okay. That's a good... Okay, can he dodge the wind becomes lightning? He has to dodge it if he wants to live. And is it... Ooh, is going to use his flash nicely to dodge it. Leo could have responded, but he did not have his flash. So good job. An isolated kill here for Nute, allowing him to bring it back a little bit. And because Pantheon does not have access to teleport, things just get a little bit awkward for him. So 2 longswords is going to be the recall of choice here for Nute. And because, well, it's Ambessa, who's an energy champion, she can just smash and dash her way back to the lane. Though, I do have to keep an eye on this Poppy. She is going to look on making some plays. Ferg does flash right into Too Good's Bomba Slambo. But, not much else is gained. So a good roam by the Poppy, forcing the RE flush. So if Leo wants to get a gank off, maybe he can get something else done. Swap also built himself up about a wave's worth of a lead. And it looks like we're getting a little bit of a rotation. Campo holding the mid lane here for Ferg as he makes his way back. And it's going to be Malignants versus Archangels first. So... Okay, Campo might be in a bit of trouble though. Forced the flash here, but that's a lot of summoners down, and now there's no more flashes across the side here, and Swab looking for a trade, has the level advantage, and Second Ring does have to be a little bit careful. This on-hit Varus is going Jinzu's first, more than likely. I mean, it really depends. If he buys a Vamp Scepter, yes. If he buys an Amptome, no. Okay, Nute looking for a play here to try and clear the wave. The Aegis Assault going to come in. But the Grass proc is helping. However, Lord Jungle is still relatively healthy after that. The Public Execution is available. And Campo is looking to make a rotation. The first plate of the game going to be going to the bot lane of University of UL FengHuang. Azvar is very comfortable. 20 CS up. Campo is here, but it seems that he was spotted on vision. Yeah, no sweeper here for the Alistar. Just rotating. Okay, gonna cancel Lord Jungle's recall. He does have the Grand Skyfall, so it won't mean too much. Tizan here trying to get some jungle camps. 0-2, so not the best Vi game we've seen from him. Got a little bit punished early. And now Too Good is here to just play defense, interrupt the Krug, and we're just wasting more and more of Tizan's time. This Poppy is a threat. And in these game ones, if you don't have strong bot lane prio, she just ends up zoning the enemy jungler permanently. And it just leads to colossal leads, because like right now up 2 camps here for Leo, and once again, and that's another reset. And Too Good may have pushed his luck a little bit here, and that's gonna be Ferg getting a kill. Specky is trying to make his way in. But Campo's going to dive right into the stones, get flipped back, and that's just going to be a 1 meg double given over here. Now that's the level 6 for Xin Zhao. Vi's been trying to get that Krug camp for probably more than a minute now, so really not been too efficient here. And you can tell by the big lead in the jungle right now, it's 800. It's an 800 gold deficit, and It could be Bork here from Swap. It really depends. But I think he just also wants to get the components for his Berserker Greaves. So those are the items you want. Okay, there's no ulti available. Just trying to maybe burn a summoner or to force him off the plate. Sunken Rain is gonna push him back a little bit. Let's check in on these smolder stacks right now. We've got ourselves 49 stacks. So we're at 9 minutes, so normally the average is about 20-21 minutes for 225, but it doesn't look like we're going to hit that average this game, maybe more the 24-25 minute average. So it's going to be a slower game, but at the current pace, it's a 2K gold lead for the side of University of Laval, and it doesn't seem like it's going to be slowing anytime soon. However, Lord Jungle seems to be struggling. Okay, and going to use the Grand Skyfall here just to find Smolder, so gives up a lot of priority and pressure in the back line, in the top lane. Okay, but now the collapse is coming in. The flip back onto Tizan. We have the public execution here, but Nute is available. Leo has to flash over the wall, and so we end up killing the Poppy. We lose the objective fight here, but we kill the Poppy and force some key flashes out of that. Some good tempo here regained from the side of the VCM. Now Nute's got to be a little bit careful because Specky was last seen top lane. So Lord Jungle and Specky, that flip back combination when you don't have your ult is a little bit disgusting. However, looking at the CS, is almost a 40 CS discrepancy here in the top lane. Lord Jungle has sacrificed a lot to make things work out. And if we're not ganking this Ambassador, then she will probably easily solo kill. Too good here looking. The flash forced here from Swap. And the cease and desist. Mom is called, and that's a beautiful shutdown. And double kill here for Ferg. Now Lord Jungle gonna get stunned up. But Leo is here, makes his entrance, and it's just a lot for the level 5 Alistar to take. Specky is here against Nute. Okay, a nice flash. And very, very good dive here from the side of University Laval. There's going to be some extra plates, but you're giving Smolder a lot of alone time. And looking at the money-wise, he's able to start closing that gap. But the biggest thing to note here is that Ari is now 3-1, and she's comfortable having taken 2 plates for herself. Has the Malignance, and it's a very, very strong item here for Ferk in this early game. Not too good. Looking to make a play. Leo just going to take a reset into Zan here. We're going to find Swap, who has his flash, but we missed the Vault Breaker. And now Lord Jungle is back. Campo is going to be sent to the Shadow Realm. Even though Too Good takes about 50% of his HP in chunks, Ferk is forced to flash over the wall, and now we have the Pantheon trying to find... Ooh, okay, a very nice flip back, and Lord Jungle is still going to be able to claim the kill here on Ferk. Ferk holding on to his ultimate for dear life. I think because you have the Malignance, maybe you should be a little bit more jovial and trigger happy. But we're back to an almost 4K gold lead here for the side of University of Laval. What looked like a great team fight turned into some very, very greedy pushes. Now Too Good is looking to deny. Mom's going to be summoned here. And Second Rain has to be a little bit careful. Lord Jungle has basically just not decided to lane anymore. Sometimes he'll go clear a wave, but for the most of it, he's just making Tizan's life a nightmare. And now Leo and Lord Jungle are looking to get something done here. And that's Leo able to steal another buff. That's a 20 CS difference. Okay, we got the Audacious Charge here. Lord Jungle looking for someone. The Crescent Guard was forced here. So, we got the reset here on... Okay, we're gonna miss every skill shot. Use the cease and desist to try and get away here. Poppy is over the wall. Tizan is gonna dodge. And the keeper's verdict is going to miss. But are we maybe looking to continue? The audacious charge. We're going back in. And Leo taking a lot of damage. Tizan going to go down. And now Nute is here to help his team. A really nice public execution. And now Leo gonna be taken down. A kill for each, but that means we give up 2 towers in exchange here. Swap and Specky just really driving the gold advantage. A nice chain of corruption. We dodge the arrow, and now we try, but that's just Swap running for down. You got the Bork, you got the whap whap whap. And in this case, it doesn't stand for what you think it does. It's just a sound bit that you make when you're just smacking someone with arrows. I haven't tested it IRL, but hey. Okay, the Umbral here on Poppy actually really good to deny vision because Too Good spent so much time in the enemy jungle denying vision. Sure, he is super squishy, but this allows him to be in and out, clear vision almost instantly. And sure, he'll be squishy, but I mean, he's Poppy, so at most he's gonna have like 1 item's worth of tankiness. And you can see he already has the symbiotic souls, or the voidling boots or whatever. So he has the permanent enhanced recall. He's got the Mobos out of combat, and he's just very happy here. Looking at the difference though, Lord Jungle about on the same item parity as Nute. 800 go down though, but even though he's down 40 CS, it just doesn't really matter to him. We've taken the feats of strengths have been accomplished here for the side of University of Laval, and unless we can peel for Sunken Rain, it looks like we're definitely looking at a game 2 angle. It's just not much we can do right now. There's just too much damage on the side of University of Laval FengHuang. This Talia Poppy combo has been monstrous, and Varus just solo killing the only player with money on the enemy team. It's gonna get worse as the game goes on, as Varus only gets stronger. A nice super flip back onto Nute, but now Specky might be the one in trouble. Okay, wow, Specky just breaking the ankles of everyone involved, surviving, dodging the public execution, and now Tizan throws the flash over the wall. We're gonna use the Trump wall, try to get here, but Specky not gonna use the momentum, and we're just gonna clear vision, get ready for that dragon in a minute, and another beautiful play by University of Laval FengHuang in that game number 1. Tizan getting punished over and over and over again, and Nute, while he's trying, those ults have to land. Now Leo is just gonna turn this dragon into a piece of sushi, and Sunken Rain just wants as much stacks as he can get before going down. But Swap now once again just trying. Okay, the chain of corruptions, first one that's gonna miss unintentionally, and Swap just gonna take an inner turret for himself. Tizan's gotta be careful. Because we have the Herald spawned in the top lane. We got no wave. But Nute's going to try and deal with Leo. However, the Goon Squad is walking up. And Leo's comfortable here. Level 12 on this jungle. He's higher level than the solo laners. And now Too Good is here. We're going to get a smash into the wall. Lord Jungle, Too Good is dealing the turret aggro, but he's going to go down. The turret's going to take him down. Mom comes out, but it's not enough. The Crescent Guard to block a lot of damage. And now Ferk is looking for damage, but this Varus is off the walls. Specky's here for reinforcements. And now we got the Wind Becomes Lightning. The flash piercing shot is going to be enough. And now Tizan goes in. Nute tries to find an angle, but it's not enough. And it's a 4-4-2. The gold lead is so heavy, you're getting slapped by the different tax brackets that the people are in. And this Varus is just saying, GG, go next. That flesh, he knows. Swap knows he's got enough money to just say, I don't care, bro. We're winning. And yeah, he's almost 5,000 gold up. So he can definitely say and do what he wants to say and do. Is there anyone with a gold lead? Okay, Nute's got a 200 gold lead, and that's it. Yeah, that's pretty depressing. But I mean, you're down 10,000 gold. You gotta try to turtle, but like, look, at this point, Too Good is almost 1v1ing Tazan. The level 9 Jungle Poppy is winning the trade. Lord Jungle is here. A nice headbutt pulverized. Lord Jungle is going to go down to Nute. But now this Varus is unleashed. Just going to find the bop 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 with the arrows, and it's enough. Too Good looking for a slam angle. Not going to be able to find it. But Ferk wanted to find a charm. Could not find the angle needed to punish Too Good. And that's going to be Ocean Soul Point taken for relatively nothing. And Tazan goes down for the 7th time this game. He almost has as many deaths as his team has kills. So you can tell that the team fights start when they're punishing Tazan. And now, yeah, Poppy's surprisingly really good at doing objectives. And now Varus shows up. That objective, they really got to take the flakes before the Otacon is called, because then the flakes don't appear anymore. And now, yeah, we got a 2-level lead in the 80 carry position. We got a 3-level lead up in the jungle. We got a 3-level lead in the mid lane. And we almost have a 2-level lead bot lane. Now Lord Jungle gonna try to stop Nute from taking, but the movement speed gonna be used. Unfortunately, Nute, that's not how your ultimate works. You have to find a prisoner for a public execution. Gonna be able to get away, but that's Ambessa's really huge team fighting cooldown on cooldown just to try and get away. And the turret was not claimed, so good job by Lord Jungle to arrive to stop that play. Ari's got 2 items, but Talia's on 3.5. And while Varus is basically full build. Okay, we got the Shojin on Ambessa though. Like, Lord Jungle, Nute is trying, but is it enough? Because at this point, the early game was a little bit too rough. That level 1 really snowballed out of control, and Tazan just never had any priority in his own jungle. He was getting found out and murdered. And now Leo looking for a flank. We get a nice charm here onto Specky. We're pressing to go desperate button, but it's not enough. And Swap and Specky just do enough damage. That's there's nothing to do here. That's gonna be the bot inner turret taken. Campo looking with Sunken Rain. And okay, we do get some decent damage onto the enemy team. But yeah, Leo is just so fed that it's not even funny. Campo is going to trade for Too Good's life, but that's a wave in the mid lane. No carries left alive. Nute is here, but can he find the winning angle? Our Ferk does have flash coming up, but no ultimate. We're just going to clear the way for now. Campo's going to go in, but he's going to dash right into... oh, Jesus. That is pretty nasty. Okay, Nute gets a big shutdown, but the AoE damage from Specky and Leo is just too much. Specky even gonna live here. Sunken Rain about to come off his death timer. But that's another ace here. And now that's 2 inhibs. And now we're looking to do the triple inhib, get a reset, get the Dragon Soul, and probably just end the game. We have the teleport here for Talia. She's got mad money, 24 stacks on the Magi's. Girl's rich. And with the wall, she doesn't really have to invest the TP because she can clear so much distance. It's a little crazy how much distance this Poppy can get through. Okay, Sunken Rain almost at that 2 item mark. Let's check. Unfortunately, we're at 24 minutes. Still doesn't have 225. So the super smolder win condition, not really a thing right now. Ambassador did get the Death's Dance, but you see how much damage Specky is doing. And even with a Death's Dance, sure, you can soak up damage. But when everyone is doing it, it probably even has a Yomu's Ghostblade. She's looking for 1v1 solo kills.
That's crazy. We also have the max rank Donald Trump wall here from Talia. And there's no inhib, so it's double supers every wave. So you got to pick and choose the fights you want to pick and choose. Campo trying to find a play here onto Specky. And that's a really good flash from Too Good. Gets caught out, but does force Ferg to half health. And now that's Lord Jungle finding the stun, and we get the flip back onto Tizan with Specky. And that's Sunken Rain, the super late game win condition. And now we're trying. Lord Jungle is going to go down. Nute is going to survive. Going to dodge the flip back. And that's... Ooh, but Swap is just immortal. He's the Ruined King. But he's not going to be able to end the game. But now look at how many super minions there are. And there's just so many super minions, they're ending the game. It's the Team Liquid Finals all over again. And that's game one, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that was hype enough for you guys to show that we're going to have intense bloodshed every game. 51 kills in 25 minutes. That's an average of 2 kills a minute. Hashtag LPL. Crazy is our game. Anime titty jump scare for those watching with relatives. But here we go. We are getting ready for game number 2. Now, there were no Preds in the chat, so that was a little bit unfortunate. But now we got some DK Spaceport for you guys. And let's go back to the super duper webcam. Honestly, I love this track. You get to play Donkey Kong Arcade in a Mario Kart lap. That's insane, bro. This game came out before I was born, by the way. So, no, I never experienced Donkey Kong Arcade. Outside of playing it in DK64 for the Nintendo coin, the DK coin, to be able to get into K rules like Hidden Thing. That's the only time I played actual DK Arcade. So never had a DK Arcade machine where I was at home. Doom, doom. Draft cam time! Wahoo! Screen transition. Alright, VCM have decided to opt in for the blue side here. We're going to start Preds early. So if you do want us to have Preds for this game number 2, please type 1 in the chat. If there's no ones in the chat, there won't be Preds. Just because it means no one's going to vote. So, that was a pretty crushing game 1 here from the side of University of Laval. Remember, we're in Hard Fearless. So now a lot of this anti-dive comp is gone. So what else is University of Laval cooking with to give us an interesting game 2? Because Ambessa is a Nute special, and while he did look clean on it, unfortunately the rest of his team kind of didn't look so clean. Ferk had some great plays on Ari, but the front line was so far behind that everyone was melting like hot butter in the summer. Oh yeah. Yeah. Hello? Who is this random kid? That's crazy. It's a random just joined the lobby. That's how it's always done. It's always tournament draft. Alright. Game 2. Let's flicker on the Fearless. So, the Jax is Zinzao. So, Zinzao technically, Jax technically pickable for this series. Zinzao not. Okay, we're keeping the same band so far. University of Laval gonna hit up the Nute Gwen band. And gonna also take Camille off the table. So that's a lot of Nute's super Gucci champions taken off the table. What is VCM gonna adapt, and what does their first pick look like? I mean, the Senna angle is still up, but Swap really just manhandled Sunken Rain and Campo in that 2v2. Twitch gonna be the ban here, so Rel stays a consistent ban, and Twitch the new ban for this series. So let's see what does VCM have in their back pocket for game number 2. Because we definitely need to see some better early game. 100%. Because if you're playing a scaling draft and your jungle doesn't exist, it's really hard to contest objectives in the mid game. Alright, the Ezreal, relatively safe pick here for Sunken Rain. Will it be enough? Because the Smolder didn't really get to do much. Okay, University of Laval just going to take the Nafira away, something that is often just banned against VCM. And we're going to go for the Draven, so Swap going for the murderous intent. There you go. Okay, we got Ezreal Braum. Good duo, really good at trying to deny what the Draven wants to do in the early and provides potential kill pressure. Are we going to see the likes of, we're going to see Diana Jungle here in answer to the Nafiri. You want to dive my backline? Cool, I'll kill yours first. Also, Diana can be used as an interrupting tool versus the Nefiri with the Moonfall. It can stop the ultimate. So maybe they're playing around. Also, it also synergizes with Braum, because Diana auto attacks quite a bit. Okay, so the Draven Karma, interesting. Not the bot lane I'd want to see when you pick a Draven. I'd love to see something like a Nautilus, maybe a Rel, a Leona. You know, something aggressive, something that wants the blood. Just gotta give the Draven that fat stack check at the end of the day. And going into the second phase of bans here, we're just gonna be banning more top laners. So Aurelia is the next champion off the table. We're really digging deep here into the Nute champion pool. What is Nute gonna be able to pull out? Because Lord Jungle, he did fine on the Pantheon. Honestly, he let Nute farm. He just made sure that all the other lanes for the side of the VCM weren't doing anything. So if your Pantheon's behind, it doesn't really matter when Ambess is the only one with money. So we're going to ban Azir here away from Specky. Nico once again going to be taken off the Nico ban is interesting because there's a Braum and a Diana already. So unless that'd be like Diana mid and... No, because... Yeah, unless that's a Nico mid ban? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's a Ferg specialty for the Nico mid. Or maybe Nute's got that Merwin style... Nico Taub with the blah auto attack. But Sidra gonna be the other mage taken off the table. The Orianna's still available, but not that friendly here into the Diana. Maybe Gragas could be great. Good disengage. Good at trying to find picks. Good at isolating the Diana if she ever jumps in. But we'll see what kind of mage Specky wants to take here. Okay, it's just a Rise. Solid scaling here from the side of UL Laval. They are lacking a front line, but they do a lot of damage. Sometimes damage equals front line. Because, well, if you kill them all, you don't need to be tanky. As long as you survive. So, what's VCM going to wrap up their draft with? We kind of need a mid laner, I think. And we need something Giga Chadley for Nute. So it's gonna be Ferk on the Cassiopeia. Very good into Rise. Rise likes to bob and weave, and he's a sort of short range mage. So Cassio will constantly be in Twin Fang range whenever Rise is trying to get a skill shot off. Also matches the scaling element that Rise has for side lanes. Plus it's very punishing against someone like Nefiri. With if she walks up with the Miasma, she can't use her W. And she can't ult. And she can't E. So yeah, Nefiri can't play against... Ooh. Is it Yone top lane? We've seen it before. Renekton's normally a really good answer. And is that gonna be the pick of the litter? Because unless the Diana spends... Oh, okay, no, it's just going to be Akali versus Yone in the top lane, and we got Cassio versus Rise in the mid lane. So we got the Wassassinations in the jungle and in the mid lanes. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed this draft. We're getting ready to get you into the game, give or take 5 minutes. So make sure you grab your drink, grab your snack, take a little bathroom break if you got it. Oh no, please don't start flickering. Holy shit. I swear, sometimes my lights... Oh my god, bro, please! Stop! My lights start acting like I'm in a horror movie, and it is the most annoying thing ever. Well, I personally don't mind it. Other people say it gives them the heebie-jeebies. When they're at my house, they're using the bathroom lights, and then they start like ray flickering, and it's like, oh boy, bro, like... What are you supposed to do when your house is trying to like go Monster Mansion on your booty cheeks? That's just kind of crazy. So, got some solid scaling on both ends. But it's gonna come down to 1, the early game, and 2, the hands diffing. That's the real question. Can the VCM level up mechanically? Because we saw some very, very sloppy misplays in game number 1. Do the jiggy dance. Hey, so send me a message. All right. So Sunken Rain is 80 carry. It's just they didn't place themselves, so we'll swap them around when we get in game. But it is Sunken Rain 80 carry, and Nute is top. But what I like about these drafts is outside of Brawl and like maybe Rise, Diana, there's no champion that's innately bulky. And it depends if the Casio does go a Rod of Ages. Often she doesn't. Often she just goes Seraph, Sorili's, Leandri's. That core 3. Sometimes we've seen Rise avoid the Rod of Ages, although on Rise it is phenomenally better than it is on Casio. So we'll have to see. While we wait to get into the game, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to mic off. I'm going to take a little bathroom break, and we'll be right back. We are back. Got about 3 minutes before we get into the game, so I'm gonna sit down while we wait. And yeah, game 1 was action packed, but we saw
University of Laval just completely run over the likes of the VCM. So let's see if we got that mental reset. We're getting ready to have some fun here in game number 2. I've never really seen Nute play Yon, but then again, you know, the Yonakali matchup is a famed one in competitive. It brings back memories of Scout and Chovy, Knight and Chovy, Faker, and Showmaker. So it's a matchup that we know very well. It's very bloody, very aggressive, and honestly, it's the hands diffing. If you get hands diffed, well, you kind of just lose the matchup because it's two very, yeah. Alright, here we go. Getting ready for that game 2, ladies and gentlemen. Are we gonna have enough action in this game to justify standing up? Let's find out. See how the level 1 plays out. Level 1 for University of Laval played super well and kind of just snowballed the win. Leo was able to get so much advantage, and Too Good was living in Tizan Jungle. We got Battle Academia on Psyops Ezreal, Lunar Goddess Diana, Spirit Blossom, Cassiopeia, Sugar Rush, Braum, Prestige, Coven, Akali, Worlds 2019 Rise, Gladiator, Draven, and Porn, Fury, and Karma. So unfortunately, only the VCM bringing the 5-man skin squad to the Rift for game number 2. But Lord Jungle, with that Ignite, looking to maybe cheese the laning phase here against Ambessa. So don't worry, we'll rearrange the portraits in professional order for you guys at the start of the game. So do not have to worry about that. And we got Heal versus Exhaust. We got double Conqueror for the 80 carries. That's something that's a little rare, but both junglers also taking Conqueror. So you know there's going to be a lot of action when there's 5 Conquerors in a game. Boop. Alright, so we need to put you here and you here. There we go. Now let's see. Has VCM gotten that mental reset? They need to, because game 2s are insanely pivotal when you're doing a service game. So game 1, VCM was on red side, so University of Laval had the service game. So now it's up to the VCM to return the service. So yes, we're talking in tennis terms for those who don't know. A service is when you're the one smacking a ball at the start of the play. That's what service means. So
We've got a defensive start here from Yon and a tier start on the Casio. Jesus Christ. Can we stop the pings? Oh my god. I feel like they're listening to the stream or something. It's like, oh man, the spams. Oh, holy. My ears. I'm sorry, guys, if you had to hear that, that machine gun spam. That's crazy. All right, so it looks like both junglers are going to be starting at their chicken cams. And so you see, Ferk will always be in twin fang range of Specky. So it's up to Specky. I was going to call him Fecky. It's up to Specky to get these outplays in the lane. So it's going to have to weave in those flux autos like that. You know, kind of like get a quick trade, proc the phase rush, walk away. This Casio sustain only really works on poison targets. So that is something you do have to keep in mind. She also gets her mana back on the Twin Fang cause if she killed a unit with the spell. A unit meaning an enemy champion counts too. Alright, Nute and Lord Jungle are brawling. That's a level 2 at the same time. We've got the passive proc here on Lord Jungle. And now the root coming in here for Rise. So it looks like we chose not to take the Rune Ball. Yeah, and interestingly enough, normally Akali in these brawler style matchup takes the Doran Shield to be able to have the regen, but Ferk. Oh, okay. Well, the flash invested on Ferk. I think he should have just died after the fact. Maybe the recall would have been a little bit faster. But the first blood, pretty good here onto this Casio. Trying to get as much advantage as possible. And you can already see that if Rise isn't careful, he just gets run down. Now, no flash here for this Rise. It seems like there's lag here for Too Good. So, we'll initiate a little bit of a pause. Don't know if we're going to have a reconnection. Really? 98 ping is lag? Wow, bro. I remember back when I played on EUS in high school, my ping was like 220, and that was on a good day, and I was happy about that. A 98 ping is lag. Well, I guess, you know, the pros play on like 0 ping, so when they're on like 2 ping, they can see the difference. It's kind of like, you know, sometimes you're watching a Twitch stream, and then it goes from 1080p to like 360 to back to like 720 into 1080, and you can just count the micropixels on the screen as they're like fragmenting, and it's just like hot damn, hot diggity damn, you know. So yeah. For those new to the more English broadcast, we kind of dropped the French cast because as someone who was technically labeled as a brand risk streamer or caster, you know, I kind of want to improve my image, be able to get more fundamental connections, and I've been able to find more leads English-wise than French-wise. French, you know, there's like the elite 4 of casters, and then they're not ever looking for anyone else in that field. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But hey, I'm here to bring an English cast to whoever wants to listen to it. International viewers, French viewers. Et on sait que je parle français, so if I understand English, and I did most of my education in French, you should understand English too. Besides, it's the way the game is played and communicated in the most populars of the medias anyway. So if we're looking to grow, English is the way. And I just feel a lot more comfortable speaking in English. Not that I don't like speaking French, but in French there's so many grammar rules and so many different verbs and stuff, and it was really hard on me to continue casting in French. Plus, I'll be honest, I don't really notice a difference in like the audience. You guys watch because you like me. I could be casting in Arabic and you guys would probably still like me, you know? So, not that I would want to cast in Arabic. That sounds very complicated because the Arabic language has a lot of words that don't exist. So, making sentences would be like trying to speak Chinese to a Brazilian person. Just doesn't make any sense. We're still 3 minutes in here. So, Looks like we're maybe just getting like either like a modem reset or slight reconnect, but there hasn't been any disconnections yet, so we don't know necessarily what exactly is being used for troubleshooting. But let's look at the money angles and the CS wise. So you see, Cassiopeia got the solo kill and the Fury answered that kill, so it's 1-1 in kills. But Cassia was able to pick up a refillable compared to the Rise, who wasn't, so that's that gold diff. And now looking at the top lane, it's about 100 gold lead diff. And Akali, who still hasn't recalled, Nute took some aggressive early trades to get a fast recall in, to get that longsword, be able to kind of push through. Probably going to end up going the Vamp Scepter early, as it's very, very strong pickup in a lane where sustain matters. And you can see so far, Swap is kind of just chilling here on the Draven. He's got 44 stacks, so it's 25 plus 2 per stack. So right now, if he were to get a kill, it'd be, 88, 25, 113 plus 300, so 413 kill, KC, 413 gold. So that's not too bad. Normally, I think the Dravens, they look to maybe get the 150 to 300 range. Because keep in mind, also, the Whirling Death, something you have to understand, is if Whirling Death would leave an enemy champion with less health than 100% of Draven's current stacks, it's an execute. So, looks like we do have the reconnect. I don't know if we have the ready check, but that's what we care about here for the Draven. Though, with both summoners being down for Specky and Diana being near the top side, Nefiri probably going to look for that bottom crab here on 330. Maybe Diana can set up a little bit, maybe Ferg can set up a little bit of play here on the Diana, or maybe try to force, yeah, we know. We know the support's got problems, that's why there's a pause. Interestingly enough, though, unlike last game, this Braum, able to cancel out skill shots. The projectiles coming from Rise and Draven and Karma will be very neutered. Alistar is great at soaking damage, but when the Alistar is super, super far behind, even if he presses his ult sometimes, he just, he just kind of dies. And, yeah, there's not much to talk about right now. But we are looking at a pretty decent CS lead in the top lane. So, we'll have to see how Lord Jungle is able to turn this lane around. Because last game, he wasn't able to turn the lane around. He just went to go influence other lanes. And he will have teleport advantage. So, maybe we see like a delayed style play. But if Akali's out of lane for too long and Yone gets like almost an entire level lead over, that could make the lane almost unlaneable if, Yone has ult and Akali doesn't. Because Yone really starts to spike when he has his boots 2. And when he has his Borg. Alright, so it looks like we got the ready check on both sides. Looks like we're going to be getting back into the game. Sorry for the extended pause, ladies. And, oh, god damn it. Okay. I don't know, for some reason, sometimes my headphones just decide to disconnect. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But sometimes my headphones just say, that's enough. If there's any audio issues, please mention them in the chat. Alright, so we get a Shuriken backflip here from Lord Jungle. And he's just going to be denied more CS here. I do not know if Nute got the cannon minion. But so far, he is... Oh, okay, that's the delay from the unpausing. So we should be able to get back in very shortly. As you can see, Draven now, very comfortable at clearing the wave, starting to build up a nice lead. And Lord Jungle going to continuously take these little prods and pokes, has the 500 gold, so looking to essentially get back in angles of 400 gold or at 1100. 1100 is the Hextech alternator that Akali normally really likes early on. and 400 gold is the price of an amp tome. Ooh, a really nice mantra Q. And Swap is gonna take the advantage here to farm a stack. And another stack. That's a lot of damage here on Sunken. Oh, and now Rise maybe caught out, dodging the Poison Cloud though. Karma does have lag issues, it seems, but I think they're gonna have to try and live through it. Ooh, okay. Sunken Rain getting really aggressive here with the stacks. Oh. Gonna use the arcane shift to get away. And Diana is nearby. And now we got the Inspire Shield. Tizan doesn't have the cooldowns here. And Specky... Oh. Ooh, Specky able to take that. And now Nute might be in a bit of trouble. Ooh, forced the flash here. Doesn't have access to the fruit, but Specky does find a really nice solo kill onto Ferk. So it's 1-to-1 in solo kills. But Draven Summoners are down, and that is a big point of weakness for this lane. So... And Lord Jungle is going to trade 1-for-1, but is going to crash a really big wave in. Still has access to his teleport, but he got the alternator, and maybe he's going to get the like refillable with that. Leo, seeing Diana top lane, going to have the priority to go ahead here and start up this dragon. Diana just looking to farm up. Ezreal comes back with no Sheen, and now Swap looking to get some bullying. And now, that's a cash out here for Draven, an extra 225 gold. And Mountain Drake, so we got... Okay, Too Good gonna take a decent amount of turret damage. We're now level 6 for both top laners. Still a decent CS lead, but the kill trade... the kill trade here favors Nute, who got, instead of getting a Vamp Scepter, decided to get himself a Negatron Cloak. Super helpful here against... ooh. Ooh, Sunken Rain gonna take a little bit of damage and Campo might be in trouble. Still has access to the flash. And now gonna use the Arcane Shift to try and find it. And now Swap gets found out. Ooh, that little doggie's gonna do a really good job at blocking. And Specky is here looking for a play. Has the level 6, has the Moonfall. Okay, I think Tizan... Ooh. And that's Specky finding a double kill here in the bot lane. Good Moonfall, but very... Oh. Oh. Sunken Rain, unfortunately, getting very greedy here. And just gonna get punished after punish. And now Lord Jungle is looking for that solo kill. Will find it. The Ignite plus the 5-point strike are gonna be enough to find it. And things are looking down here for the side of FengHuang. For the side of the VCM. Rod of Age is already finished on Rise. He's 4-1. Has a 1,000 gold lead. Is gonna be pretty comfortable in this Cassiopeia lane, at least for now. And now Sunken Rain and Campo have to start leveling up because this bot lane has been causing trouble here in the VCM during this series. Tizan here, getting close to finishing his first item. But Specky with the Phase Rush is able to just start moonlighting. And now Campo looking for a play. Too Good might be taken down here. And I don't know how much money they want to invest onto... Ooh. Ooh, Ferg gonna miss the petrifying gaze here onto Specky, and now Specky with the flash advantage may look for an overload blast. That's a level lead, and will Ferg have enough damage? And Nute also kind of getting manhandled, and Tizan gonna get found. The moonfall happens. The flash over the wall is enough, and now Specky trying to find Tizan. But Swap might just have the poison first. And yeah, this... Ooh. The Chusha Barrage. Okay, Ezreal able to get a double kill. But now Specky might be able to find... the perfect execution here into the Yone ultimate. But now Campo's in trouble. And yeah, the Fury just has the bullshit ability to get out of turret range. Just like that. Lord Jungle winning that top lane matchup. And Second Rain doing a good job trying to equalize the value. But now that's 2 turret plates here for this Akali plus Grubs. So she's going to be able to get a lot of stuff done. And looking at the Money No Me 2,000 gold means she's going to have that first item. Yone went for that Negatron Cloak to try and survive. But that Borg is really important to the functioning of the Yone kit, the attack breakthrough, and maybe we might even see Merc Treads here from the side of Nute. So we have the Collector here for the Draven. The Storm Surge already finished for the Akali is very dangerous. Do have to be careful. And the Fury has 1,300 gold, probably looking to finish the Eclipse here, likely to get into the Shojin. And we're trying to find a swap. But there's a lot of shields here from Karma. And Swap is just going to be able to find an assassination. Campo now all alone. Specky is going to have a really good Realm Warp to find the Braum. And that's another kill. This Rise now 7-1-2. And we might be ending the stream early tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking like it might just have the momentum for a 3-0. VCM just not able to bring us that momentum. Looks like the Tiltaronos are still present, and Lord Jungle just winning. Ooh, is that enough to kill Nute? No, barely by the skin of his teeth, but we do have the Whirling Death. I don't think Draven's going to risk it. Nefiri does get the feats, and now Ferk is trying to trade with this Rise, who's almost 2 levels ahead. And we have no Triforce, we have no first item, so things are just very rough here for us in game number 2. Campo trying, okay, a nice Petrifying Gaze onto Rise. But no flash because we used it to fight, to start that trade. And now Ferk is vulnerable. And yeah, that's just Leo finding another crucial angle through the Raptor camp. Just able to come and Wasasineshone. Ooh, the Rise gonna live by the skin of his teeth. Very, very... there's no Seraphs or anything, so he just casually tanked that. Because the Ezreal so far behind, just doesn't have the money. And Nute now down 2 levels in this matchup that is hands-based. Okay, Lord Jungle getting the Electrocute proc, and now has the 5-point strike. The passive procs once again, and is it going to be enough? We don't have the perfect execution. The Fate's sealed here, and now Nute is looking for the kill, but the Shuriken backflip is not going to be enough, and Lord Jungle just finds his 4th solo kill onto Nute. That's almost a 2,000 gold lead here in the top lane. The boots finish. We're now working towards the Shadow Flame or the Lich Bane, whichever comes first. But it's going to be another alternator item. And Akali is just looking to snowball this advantage. Almost 4 plates taken in the top lane, 3 plates taken bot. And Rise even managed to get 1 plate here for himself in the mid lane. And turn plating's almost falling, but we're at 13 minutes. We're at a 7,000 gold diff. That's normally the gold diff we're at 20 minutes in a losing scenario. But now, Lord Jungle really wants to find it. And not going to be able to find it. But Nute brings his loyal dog, Leo, And with a leash, it's Becky also just finding the bot lane. Leo with a beautiful play onto Dazan, and Specky guaranteed the double kill. Swap lives on like 5 HP, and now it's Ferk trying to fight up Lord Jungle and Leo, but is he going to be able to find? And the shield is not going to be enough. We get a beautiful shutdown here on Ferk, but that's going to be the turret taken here, and now Akali maybe looking for a play with the Shuriken backflip, but gonna decide against it. However, that bot inner almost down. The True Shot Barrage not gonna be enough to fin the wave. Triforce finally finished for Ezreal, but the momentum strategy. Okay, maybe there's a good shutdown angle. Okay, and now too good, smashing into the wall. Okay, Nute trying, so we're closing the gold gap back down to 7,000, and that was a lot of money injection here for the Ezreal. Still down 1,000 gold. That shows you how fat the Draven was, and I'm scared to even look at the mid lane money because Ryze has 2 completed items at 15 minutes. The rod's almost fully stacked, and that's a third. That's the second turret. The top lane turret gonna die to a simple breeze. And Nute really trying to get his first item. But almost 3,000 gold down. Will there be enough tempo stalling? Because this comp is good in the mid game. But you need items to be able to fight. And right now, the Shadow Flame almost finished on the Akali. The 2-item Nefiri, the 2-item Draven, the 2-item Ryze. Almost a 2-item support. It's just hard to burst through so many quality items. But Cassiopeia, because she can't buy boots, is on the 2-item mark. Only 1,500 gold down, but once she gets that Leandre's, she'll have her trinity of solid items. Specky might be in a little bit of danger. We're looking for a play onto him. There's not gonna be a, okay. Okay, and Leo's gonna get caught out here. And the flash Q's gonna be enough. We try to find the Whirling Death. Draven wants the turret in exchange, but that's some good hustle money going down. The Whirling Death not gonna be able to find the patrons, and now Leo might just be in trouble. But the execution is available. We do have to be careful. Perfect execution, second part wasn't used, but Draven is at the inhibitor by himself. He's just going clonk, bonk, donk. Give me the tower, Kronk. And now Lord Jungle, he wants that kill. He's 3 levels up on Nute. Nute knows he has to be a little bit careful. The inhib turret taken before 17 minutes, and now we're gonna try a swap with the Adrenaline Rush, able to continue his rampage and just get away. That might even be Ocean Soul Point for FengHuang here in just a second. Lord Jungle just zoning Nute off in this lane. And we're just clearing vision right now. Looks like Nefiri wants to get some jungle camps in. Ooh, okay. Ooh. Ooh, okay, the flash to dodge the 5-point strike. Good on Nute to do, but he's gonna lose his turret. He's currently down 3+ levels. Does he have the money for his spark? It seems like he does. So let's see if that's what he's able to pick up, because that's Ocean Soul Point. And Ferk has been amassing, Ferk and Sunken Rain have been amassing a decent amount of money this game. So their items are starting to come online. We have the Bork now here for for Nute, and he's looking. Okay, that's the crash here into the top turret. But we got the Glacial Fissure, the teleport coming up. The Hound's Pursuit is coming in, but Lord Jungle does so much damage. The Storm Surge is enough for the kill by itself. And now Ferk looking for the 1v9 defense, and a nice Petrifying Gaze is gonna find, but Lord Jungle might be able to find the assassination attempt here. And when Nute gets back, yeah, he's just gonna get found. And oof, Leo with the mechanics this series. Just showing up, taking Tizan's jungle pick away from him and beating him with it. Now this Nefiri is dangerously fed. Almost has the Black Cleaver. Finish her Merc Shred. Super happy. Akali finish a Shadow Flame. Now working on probably a Zonia's or a Death Cap. And the only Copium hope that we have is that Ezreal hits 3 to 4 items. Cassio hits 3 to 4 items. And then we pray. Other than that, we're going to match point. Only 2 hours into the live stream. The Riftmaker on Diana is going to be pretty big. Should she be able to get it done? Let's see. She is about 600 gold away from having it. And while Nute is basically just there for his ultimate. It doesn't really have enough damage to provide usefulness in team fights. And if he can land a solid ult on Specky or on Swap, it might be enough. But Sunken Rain here getting found by Lord Jungle. And he's just getting found. However, oh, okay. Nope, unfortunately misses the Mortal Steel, which means there's not going to be an opportunity to find. Ooh, unfortunately, the Unbreakable not fast enough to stop that that spinning axe, and Ferg is gonna get slain by the might of this Draven. Mid mouse died. Oh. Okay. Well, I guess that was an instant pause. But let's see. Alright. We're back in the thick of it. That's a level 14 on Leo, nearing that 3-item mark. It's very dangerous here on this Nefiri. And he clears so fast, he does so much damage, and he's just so good at getting out of trouble. Plus, he's just found the angles to find Ferk and Tizan for the majority of this game. Okay. We're getting a Serrated Dirk on the Ezreal, which is very, let's just say, interesting. We opted out of going the Leandries because we need maximum burst damage. The Rise already finished his Death Cap, so we're looking to be as squishy as we get. We need that damage, and now Nute just getting jumped on. Ooh, okay, the Darkened Daggers are missing, but Leo just does so much damage with the little doggies that it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Tizan here looking for an engage, but the Inspire Shield is insane. Okay, we get the knock-up on Too Good. Is it going to be enough? It's just a Flash Force onto the support Karma. And Swap gets solo killed. Now Leo might be going down, but Specky is able to take down Ferg. And now Specky is looking to win the 1v3, but Lord Jungle is here for backup. And now we gotta be careful because the overload's gotta be enough. It takes down. Okay, that's just a triple kill for Specky, and Specky hands diffing the enemy team by himself. Lord Jungle not even needed for that. That's a level 16 Rise with 3 items and 13,000 gold at 20 minutes. That's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. Okay, Nute tries to find an angle here, but yeah. The Yone too far behind. Cassio now though, with that kill on Swap, does find 1-800 win trade. Reynards, we have, it's 1-0 right now in favor for FengHuang. But I think it's gonna be 2-0 soon. Yeah, the momentum, the passion, and the love that we normally see from Nute and Tizan seem to be a little bit absent tonight. Alright, And now the teleport's bot lane. We got a big wave. Do we even have a wave? No, there's no wave. Okay, we're just teleporting the fight. We're using them cooldowns. We just wanna go to game 3, baby. We wanna silver scrapes it up with some awesome Donkey Kong music. Don't worry, I've got a cool song prepared. Okay, Tazan finds a nice moonfall, but it's not enough. Instantly gets taken down. The petrifying gaze is able to find 4, but Ferg gets assassinated by Lord Jungle. Sunken Rain is jumped on by a dog and a hot woman, and it's just not enough. And Nute is gonna spontaneously combust when he looks at Rise. And yeah, University Laval looking to take the series as we go to match point, ladies and gentlemen. That's game 2 down the drain. And what do we have in store for game 3? Because at this point, I'm trying to stay, I want to say optimistic, but it is rough. Because it has just been a massacre after a massacre after a massacre. Alright, let me see. Let me find a good song to put. Alright. Here. As we head into game 3. Just waiting on the invite. Now we have the Asuna Shrine in the background. We have my SAO pillow and sorry, poster right there. Unfortunately, like le petit clou dans le mur a comme tombé. So yeah, we gotta get it fixed up, but we'll get it fixed up soon. Just waiting on the link for draft 3. And yeah. So how was the scrim, Raynars? Was it good? Bang! Alright, we got VCM on red side. For game number 3. Will they be able to take us to game 4? Or is it just going to be Shopify Rebellion versus Cloud9? We talk big, and we go home early. So did you guys win? Nice. My goats. Okay. Well, looks like we're getting ready here. Jungle, Leo, okay, so we're just placing ourselves. And yeah, we're just waiting for Swap to do the swippity swappity. And then we're gonna get the draft started. Already checked, confirmed yet. But yeah. Funnily enough, I was testing out this like calorie counting app, and it told me I could lose 87 pounds in a month. I'm like, huh? That's like telling me that an NA team can beat Gen G. Bruh. Yes. I am ready. I'm ready. I do the thumbs up. So, for the 5 emotes that we are thinking, there's gonna be au niveau de cela. Where's the damage or no damage? And I need help thinking about 3 more that you guys would like as commissioned emotes. So, let's switch to the draft cam. Ba-bam! We're keeping it ready. Same bands here from University of Laval, just keeping it straight. Sus builds, kind of like clown makeup, like a circus emote. I could do something like that. I don't know, because we're getting these commissioned for you guys, you know? So, you guys are going to be the ones spamming them in Twitch eyes, because I don't watch live streams. University of Laval with the insta-lock on the Trundle. Alright, that is telling me something nasty about to happen this game. Alright, VCM, looking to try to go back to comforts. We got the Ash here for second reign. And Campo picking up that Thresh. The Tristana gonna be the answer here in the bot lane. And I'm surprised we haven't seen a mid lane or a top lane pick yet. The problem is though, when I get emotes commissioned, if you buy a bundle, you kind of have to get them all commissioned at the same time. So I kind of have to have an idea as to what you guys like want for emotes. Because I'm thinking like we get to take notes where it's like my little avatar, you know, writing, like scribbling down, you know, like learning would be the name of that emote. Aurora locked in for you, Laval. So we're getting fun and explosive with this Freljordian combo from University of Laval. I was thinking the taking notes, kind of like how the MSI, the code was take notes, but we'd probably call it learning. You know, because when you make misplays, you gotta learn or whatever, right? And then we got probably the jiggy dance, like my little character going like this. But the Wukong here for Tizan, so he's busting out the big guns. I haven't seen the Ivern yet, but given how the early games have gone for Tizan, it's a bit susmegalol. But the Wukong, good team fighting. If they can have a good, safe early game, sure, you give up 1 or 2 objectives, but just don't give up 15 kills. I think they can maybe bring it back. Because right now, I feel like momentum, an all-time low. Melio taking off the table here. I don't understand these bans. Why are we banning Melio when there's a Tristana already picked? Nute gonna keep getting dick down in the champion pool department. Just so many champions just no longer existing for the boy. I think here if we just pick the Nautilus and we go to town. But fresh. Okay, so is this a Tristana mid and Aurora top? Is that why we're banning Lulu Melio? Okay, the Mel taken away is a little bit interesting. I'm a little bit confused by the bans here from the VCM for the second part. Unless there's something I'm missing. Normally you play Tristana AD carry. Because just the days of Tristana mid lane are it feels like it's been forever since I've seen Tristana mid lane, and when it's relevant. I'm not saying it's not good. I'm just saying it's not as insta OPGG as it used to be. It used to be blindable for fuck's sakes. You'd blind pick it into Yon and just laugh your way to the bank. Okay, the Swain here for VCM, interesting. Could be top, could be mid. Hell, there could even be some dirty shenanigans, but I think it's one of the solo lane flexes. I don't know if Nute plays it though, but generally speaking, Swain has a good Aurora matchup, able to try to find her during the little bunny hops. No, the weirding is when she throws like the paint on the ground and slaps it back. The Olaf as a denial pick from Nute here, something we saw consecutively banned away from Nute in his match versus Apex Bombardino yesterday. So, yeah, we're looking to run down the VCM. Will they be able to hold the door? Like, hold the line? Oh my god, there's a Silas. And there's a Swain on the enemy side. It's just gonna be Giga... Wait a second, it's Silas support? Oh no! That's dirty! That's dirty! Too good! You are a savage! You are a savage if that's Silas support. Okay, Nute going with the Fiora, you know. When you run out of cards to play, you kind of, you know, you throw stuff at the wall and see what lands. Hopefully, Alright. Bam. So, yeah, I was thinking, yeah, so we're going to have Univotsera. We're going to have, like, I think a no damage, a dancing one, learning, and then I need help figuring out the fifth one. Because I'm not too sure what I want to ask for. Because normally bundles, it's 5 emotes for a bundle. I think maybe we can get the, like, taking notes one animated. I feel like that would be pretty cool. But yeah. So it is Lord Jungle piloting the Aurora. So we've got some dastardly shenanigans. Unless it's like Olaf Jungle and Trundle support. But then it would be well, I mean, Silas against Swain isn't that really bad? Okay, it is Olaf Jungle, so it is Trundle support. Holy. Okay. Too good. Too good spoiling us with the variety of crazy Bazy champions here in this game number 3. Will this be the game to just take it home?
Sorry, I'm just chilling on Twitter while we wait. The VCM have come into these games with game 1. It feels like we had like a lot of passion, but then games 2 and 3, I don't know. I hope. Yeah, Dakicon music is dope. Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? It's Mishatos. A little late today to the live stream, but we're at match point for University of Laval FengHuang. If they win this, they win the IDM League. All right. Let's switch over to the display capture. And let's pause that. And yeah. Keep in mind, I'm not live tomorrow, but you will find me live Sunday. Oh, well, I didn't see you type to like now, so you normally always say hi. You didn't say hi. What's sad? I'm sad. Anyways, here we go. Getting ready for that Game 3 draft. We're on the loading screen. Do we got some sexy skins, ladies and gentlemen? We've got Brola, Prestige Project Silas, Little Demon Tristana, Prestige Lunar Beast Fiora, Volcanic Wukong Project Ash, Deep Sea Thresh, and Dragon Mancer Swain. Unfortunately, we got a poor Trundle, poor Aurora, and yeah. So, sorry, I just have to scratch my leg real quick. Boop, boop.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
So the Trundle did opt for Ghost as his summoner spell of choice. No unsealed spellbook, so too good. It does lower the combat efficiency for the bot lane of University of Laval FengHuang. But we do have 4 teleports, double barrier, double lethal tempo, 100 million conquerors, and then Swain's got face rush, as well as Trundle. Oh, that's nice to know you were here earlier. Alright. This early game will decide probably the fate of the IDM League. Oh, Leo, you dirty, dirty dog. Tizan is unbeknownst. He's gonna run into an angry monkey. And that's the smite from Olaf. And he's gonna take almost all the minions. And that is so dirty. That is gonna set Tizan so far behind. But at least he didn't waste his smite. Now Nute looking for a play here, but Olaf is nearby. However, too good. That is first blood though to Sunken Rain, and that is really good. We're trying to get in, but Tristana kind of hurts. Okay, and the death sentence is gonna go wide. And that is Fresh that equalizes the kill, but Tristana gonna answer by herself. And Ferk doing some good damage to Specky though. The Olaf kind of comfortably able. Oh, wait. Leo didn't take the red buff? Okay. Wait, Nute is gonna take some decent damage here. I don't know what the hell is going on, honestly. It's a battle. It's a battle of the last brain cell. The teams are fighting for as much. Ooh, okay. The Feat of Warfare though already going over to the side of ooh, Nute looking for a lunge, but he's not gonna get it. Ooh.
Fiora not having the flash to find that Q proc. Now Lord Jungle has to be careful. Already used his Q, and Tazan is in the top side of the map. Ooh, and now he's out of mana, but Leo is gonna find Tazan, and the second Undertow is gonna land. Olaf has essentially an infinite slow, and yeah, Tazan is basically just dead here. There's a lot of action going on, but hey, at least kill-wise, there's a slight gold lead. And we're back to farming here in the mid lane. Olaf wants to try and take advantage of this Wukong's jungle. And we're going to have a Fighter Raptor, a nice death sentence. And, oh, okay. Maybe Sunken Rain is taking a little bit too much damage. And Tazan here in a bit of trouble. And that's another Undertow. And Campo here not going to find the death sentence. Tazan DC? Ooh. Okay, no. Okay. I don't know, let's find out. Nute gonna dodge that Aurora Q. And, ooh, okay, a nice root. Specky has to be a little bit careful. The Vision of the Empire not gonna land, and there's just no mana left in the tank here. There's no mana in the tank here left for Ferk. And yeah, the Olaf, Leo is just running away with this game. And a beautiful abscond is gonna find it. Oh no, and things are going from bad to worse. That's a 2k gold deficit. Yeah, I think we've just pressed the GG on the mental. 1-3, 1-2, 2-0 on the Olaf. The BF sword already on the Tristana. Yeah, things are going from bad to worse. I mean, Lord Jungle hasn't really been able to farm, so that's like the one upside here, but there is a 2,000 gold deficit. Ooh, okay. We're looking. Ooh, and Lord Jungle getting the outplay here on Nute. Yeah, I think the momentum has almost completely shifted. Lord Jungle, though, still sitting on 8 CS, but with the kill, it's about almost 20 CS worth of gold. And, yeah, now Second Rain, although Second Rain and Campo had a good, like, level 1, this Olaf has been running away with the map. And yeah, it's going to be Bruiser Silas, so he's essentially just going to be better Swain for most of the game. And let's see what momentum the VCM can keep up. Right now, we're looking for a death sentence, but Campo's going to decide against it. And putting a ward in the mid lane. And yeah, Leo's just going back to see Tazan once again. He wants to live in that jungle. And a nice root here, but the abscond, the abduct, and now we've got enough of a power play here. And Leo, oh, a shutdown achieved here in the bot lane for Tazan, but Lord Jungle is able to slay Tazan after that. We're just trying to make sure this Wukong doesn't even get to play the game. The flash was burnt by Ferk. And here bot lane, we see that Sunken Rain's flash was forced because Trundle pressed Ghost. That's crazy. Okay, now Sunken Rain has access to the Lantern. A nice death sentence. And now we're going to flay Tristana into turret range. And is it going to be enough? No, it's a shutdown here. And a double kill for Campo. So carry fresh is what we're playing with. Poor Ashe. So we got support Ashe and 80 carry Thresh at this point. Campo been able to make some heroic plays trying to save his mid laner. Sorry, his 80 carry this game. Yo, Jodas, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. We're on match point right now watching the VCM play versus University of UL FengHuang in the IDM Finals. Okay. Grand Challenge can't be summoned, and yeah, Nute just has to be careful. And we're running at Ferg again, and now Ferg has no flash, and it's a Birdman versus 3 people, but the passive is insane, and we get the 3-man Cyclone, except Olaf is immune. That is crazy. Another up scout, an up dark. Now we get the Cyclone, the Kingslayer, and we're going back in. Ooh, okay. We're trying to find. We got the teleport here from Ferg, looking for a play. The Absconda dodge the flay here, though. And the goal lead slightly closing here, but this game is very, very bloody. And now Nute just trying to get some CS under the turret, getting bullied pretty hard here, but finds a nice lunge grass proc. Okay, and now maybe we see the Grand Challenge, and Lord Jungle gonna try and get away. A nice flash here to dodge the Vital being procced. But that was a lot committed by Lord Jungle here for that play, and he didn't really get anything out of it. I don't think the Fiora... Oh, no, too good. Trying to find Ferg, but, okay, Ferg has to be careful because Specky and Leo have been living in this mid lane. And we almost have a Rylai... we almost have a Rod of Ages finish here for Silas, and it's only going to get worse in the matchup from here. Sure, Black Fire Torch is a good item, but... Bruiser Silas essentially just becomes a better version of whatever good mage ultimate he takes over, and an ulti like like Swain's that just never disappears as long as he's in contact with people. We're looking to zone off Campo, and that's gonna be the first dragon of the game at 11 minutes. Here now it's 2-0 in objectives. And now Lord Jungle is the prospect here. Ooh, okay, did take 2 turret shots here. The Bunny Hop, no Aurora ult available. And we're trying. And yeah, Tizan just gonna be able to isolate Lord Jungle for a kill. Okay. And Second Rain able to survive the onslaught. Though now we're losing a lot of turret plates in the bot lane. The Demolish proc gonna come through, but it's not gonna be procced. And we're trying to hold the momentum. Nute doing his best to hold the line. And Ash has made a little bit of a recovery here. And now Nute's got to try and escape. Can he run away from the bunny girl? And it looks like he can get away from the bunny girl. Okay, Specky is trying to find a cheesy angle. Does not have the hijack on Swain just yet. So has to be careful. But Leo, once again, looking for a play. It's double Swain ultis. The Kingslayer comes down. And now once again... yeah, that's just gonna be Specky. That's gonna be Leo finding another kill onto Specky. Aurora doing her best to push that turret plate. But Nute holding up CS-wise, almost has the Ravenous Hydra, which is gonna be big. The Wukong already has his Triforce, which makes him a bit of a threat. But we got Grubs plus Justana and a Demolish Prog, so... Okay, that's 4 plates down here for the bot lane of FengHuang, and this third plate is gonna mean a lot when it comes... this first turret is gonna mean a lot for the Feats of Warfare, because it's gonna be crucial on both teams. Nute gonna get chunked to about half here from a simple Aurora combo. And we have the finished items here. Fer gonna dodge out of the way of the abduct. And now Tizan here, back in the top lane, looking to make a play. Gets the slow. And takes the killing spree. A good lantern by Campo here. Make sure that we can't get up. And Fer gonna try and find the Abscond Abduct Kingslayer. We're gonna get rooted back here. Second Rain gonna get flashed on by Too Good. But Leo's here in the bot lane and we have to be careful. There's no defensive maneuvers. And Olaf can just go to town on people. And yeah, that's a turret plus a kill. And ooh, okay, a nice dodge. Ooh, the flash here from Specky at the right time to be able to survive that. But that's the first turret down, and the next objective is gonna decide the feats of strengths here. If University of Laval are able to get their hands on it, it's gonna be really good. Tizan here might get caught out while he's looking for his jungle camps. Has the Warrior Trickster, but gets pillared, doesn't have his flash, and that's an angry Viking. He just throws an axe in your face and you die. And things are... yeah, Fern will overexert his priority and be found out. Trundle just, just eating the wave. He's hungry, like he had a light salad for lunch and he just wants the nom nom skis, chom 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 skis, Alright, okay, Lord Jungle with a nice chunk here onto Nute as Nute finds the pink ward in the bush. And so far, things have not been looking too bright for the side of the VCM. It's only a 2k gold deficit, but this Olaf is insanely fast. He's like, yeah, and now he's looking to find, we're looking to find Nute, and Campo tried to give the lantern. And now Too Good wants to find Campo. Tizan and Sunken Rain are on their way, but yeah. Okay, the subjugate into the enchanted crystal arrow. Okay, that's a lot of damage, and Ash survives the onslaught. Okay, so the anti-heal is active, but Wukong is trying to find the outplay. And now Specky wants to find the kill himself, so he steals the Swain ultimate. And we gotta be a little bit careful. Ooh, Nute not using the parry on the Buster Shot means that Swap is gonna be able to get away scot-free here. And there's more and more turrets that go missing. A second one just fell down here for the side of University of Laval. So they're starting to rake in a bit of money, but these brawls are costing time and money. The gold lead closing down to a little less than 2k, and Nute does get unlocked pretty quickly if he could just have some alone time farming. But that's the third dragon of the game. And now Too Good, just gonna throw the pillar down and stop the aggression. Right, we're looking to push this turret. Okay, we're gonna miss the death sentence onto Specky. But we're looking for it. The grand challenge has been initiated. And it has been completed. But now Second Rain gets found by Leo. And Swap is the one who kills Nute in the top lane. And he wants to go for gold. But a really nice explosive chem plant or whatever the hell you want to call it But now Tazan in trouble, gets subjugated under the turret. Leo throws another axe, and that's gonna smite the monkey. That might be an inhibitor turret? We have a demolish proc available soon, but I mean, Trundle really, he went Hullbreaker, so that's hilarious. He does so much damage to buildings. The Pillar of Ice coming down here to stop any possible aggression. Enchanted Crystal Arrow gonna be dodged out of the way by Lord Jungle. Some very fancy feat this game. This man has been playing out of his mind for quite a few games in this series. But if we have to talk about the MVP, it's Leo. This man has made Tazan his personal maid. And there's just nothing that Tazan has been able to do to answer the oppression that is Leo's jungle mechanics. Okay, Swap gonna dodge the Vision of the Empire, grabbed up by the Never Move. And now we're gonna use the Herald as a way to start a team fight. But do we have enough damage? Olaf has the CC immune. Okay, and we're trying. Ooh, but that's a great shutdown onto... oh, Lord Jungle also gets taken down. And now Silas is pushing for the turrets. Will Too Good be able to get away? Yeah, looks like the Frozen Wasteland is enough here. But that's a tier 2 for a team fight win. VCM getting a little bit of life. Okay, and Trundle forced to use both his summoners right there. So, Trundle gonna be pretty immobile for the next team fight. That is a good chunk of money given over to the carries here. Nute now about almost 1,000 gold in the lead, trying to finish that Triforce. Gotta get that damage for them brawly team fights. But looks like Olaf's gonna be getting an Overlord's Blood Mail. Really just looking to have insane amounts of attack damage. And the Ash nearing that Infinity Edge. It's gonna be pretty big. Unfortunately for Ferk, he has not been the recipient of a lot of money. So he's just looking at hunting guys. About 400 gold off the Leandries though. And we'll start making a decent bit of a difference. But now Lord Jungle has to be a little bit afraid of this Fiora. She's pretty powerful. Especially with an XP lead. But now Specky is looking for Nute in the top lane with Lord Jungle. And is it gonna be another assassination attempt? Oh, okay. Okay. And that's just too much damage for the Fiora to absorb. And the Bash Brothers composition taking the Otacon, Trundle, and Leo. Super happy about that. Even more value. Now Fark is gonna be able to cancel the recall here. But Ferk might be in a little bit of danger here. Tristana doing so much damage. Oh, wow, the wards to stop the lantern from coming through. Now Tazan might be in a bit of trouble. Looks for the play here, the buster shot. Oh, the redemption gonna be used, but Tazan walks out of it. And now Specky looks for the box. It's gonna do so much to Sunken Rain, but a really nice lantern using his own box. But Leo is coming through, gonna flash over the wall, and he's like, we're winning this league, ladies and gentlemen. The Thresh takes down Specky, but yeah, at this point, man, we're just getting wallet diffed. The Olaf, almost 3+ items, and this Trundle, Mage Trundle has a Magi's. So trying to boost his survivability here with with his ultimate, because his ultimate has AP scaling. For some ungodly reason, that thing has scaling. It's a 3-item Tristana, and you saw that Tristana just instantly exploded Ferk, and there was nothing that Ferk could do. Nute trying his best, but that's Chemtech's whole point. And if there's one thing that teams that love healing love to do, is, well, they love to heal. But, wow, Swap just has so much damage. And, Okay, I don't think that's the fight you wanted, Ferk. You're gonna have to take the lantern to get away from here. So that is the Swain ultimate used for the Ragnarok in exchange. And, ooh, okay. That's a really nice... Okay, but can we even kill this Olaf? That's the real question. Because right now he's alive. The triple kill. And this man's a monster. Now look at Too Good. He's gonna nom ski on that ass. He's like, sorry, Trinamir, I'm boring your woman tonight. And yeah, that's an ace. Well, I can't say this was a for fun. I can't say this was a for fun series, but game one. It looked like there was an attempt to try. Okay, we got the Ghost from Trundle, the Pillar of Ice, and now we got almost a triple inhib. Nute's gonna try, he goes in, but Trundle is just eating the turrets. It's like, nom, 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 I am hungry. He's like, get me out of here, get me my first trophy. Nom, 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 nom. And the Laval squad showing us what happens when you got that synergy. Bash Brothers Cup. Clean 3-0 sweep from the side of University of Laval FengHuang. GG's to both team, but Leo, this man played out of his mind, turned Tizan into his personal do-rag, and Tizan was just never able to recover the PTSD that Leo instilled in this man's heart. There was just no coming back from it. I want to thank you guys for watching the live stream. I had a bunch of fun casting. As always, we're not online tomorrow or Saturday, but we are back Sunday evening for 4-bot 1-sub versus Team Nordian in the Eternals Academy roster, and we'll see you then. I think it's like 7. It's like 7 or 8 p.m. But it should be on my schedule on Twitch if you need to check. If not, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'll be out later tonight. Well, for this morning. Ciao, bye.